him that kind of a look?
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. He said their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, we always need to know where he is. Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and deny him prime position inside. Sounds like a good plan, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Count the bucket. 6 points for Freak. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
From downtown, that's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And that one's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Pass to Howard. Freak sets a screen for Howard. Kicks to Freak beyond the arc. Tolinovic grabs the board. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against New York.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
And Bledsoe, here we go, and he gets the bucket. Bledsoe's got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Freak gets to Ariza. Pass to Dillon. A shot by Harden, wide open. That 3 off the mark.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Freak. He already has 13 points, and he's played the role of the pest today too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Now here's Booker. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Knight, no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Here's McCallum. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. There's the pick. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Freak kicks to Brewer. Dishes to Freak. Feeds to Booker. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
The Suns making a switch here. Goodwin's checked in.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Heights running. Here is Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Rockets lead by 11. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very serious. Each Moore comes in for Booker, and Freak subbed in for Jared Bayless. And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Len. Booker, he's checked in for Goodwin. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Brandon Knight. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Warren is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Chandler. And it's Booker in at the 2.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got the job done. He dropped a cool 33 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Doubled by Dillon. Warren kicks to Bledsoe. Great D that time from Howard.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And here's Bledsoe. A 17-point game for him in the win against New York.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Houston leading by 10. Harden outside, and the pass to Howard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Passes it to Warren. The feed now to Teletovic. Now the dish to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. And Bledsoe, here we go. And the dunk by Chandler.
Crisp pass into the paint.
59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Harden outside.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Kick out to Moore. All alone. And Houston again with the bucket.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Houston making some changes. Booker, he's checked in for Howard. Caspi comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Corey Brewers subbed in for Ejuan Moore. And for the Suns, Henry Sims comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Warren. Harden kicks to Booker. And he banks in the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 8. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bledsoe's got 10.
I really hope he doesn't try that move again. It worked the one time, but he's not the guy to be working the crossover.
And so that brings...
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Beasley. And it's Dillon in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Bledsoe kicks to Teletovic. Booker dishes to Warren. Bledsoe outside. Just 5 to shoot. A double-team Bledsoe. Lets it go. The Rockets pull it in.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Dillon. The shot will not go, and Phoenix will come the other way. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Bledsoe, no good on the shot. A bit long that time. Houston leading by 12. Here's Ariza, and he dunks it down.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. And Knight subbed in for Booker. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. From 13, that misses off the backboard. Suns trail by 13. Bledsoe outside. He kicks it to Warren. Got a hand on it, but they recover it. It's Knight with the drive. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. And the Suns miss again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Dillon. Kept alive by Houston. Here's Howard. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Warren. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Dillon, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the Rockets making a change here. Booker's checked in. Suns trail by 12. It's Knight with the drive. Here's Goodwin. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. No good from Moore.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
The shot by Knight, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Off the pick. Again, the miss by Knight.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Caspi, he's checked in for Beasley. And it's Brewer in for Moore. And then for Phoenix, Henry Sims is checked in for Kevin Seraphin. And Ray McCallum subbed in for T.J. Warren. Right side, Knight. It's rebounded by Houston. Freak's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He dishes it to Booker. Misses from close range.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Sims, the pass to McCallum. And stolen by Booker. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Knight. Booker dishes to Freak. The 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Here's McCallum. And the 3 ball is good. McCallum's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Another miss by Houston.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Kicks it to Goodwin. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Caspi. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Bayless. And it's Phoenix with the rebounds. Got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's McCallum, covered by Dillon. And that one, it'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Here, Harden's checked in. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Goodwin. Rockets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Dillon, and he drops it in from the low post. Freak's got 25 points.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Knight. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the jam by Harden.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Knight for 3. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 15. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Suns, Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Booker out there with Chandler, and it's Seraphin in at the center. It's Harden with the drive, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Rockets leading by 14. To the middle. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Caspi. And for the Suns, Mirza Teletovic comes in for Kevin Seraphin. And it's T.J. Warren in for Knight. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. No good from Bledsoe.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Freak kicks to Howard. Screen by Howard. Ariza goes in. Beats it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 19.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Bayless is checked in for Freak. Suns trail by 13. Up top, Knight. Ariza covering from 11 feet away, and the Suns miss again.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Knight against Ariza. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Knight. And that's 13 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini-series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Teletovic passes to Chandler. Good!
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Here's Booker. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
He feeds it to Chandler. Here's Teletovic, and it's Phoenix scoring again. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Knight. Harden kicks to Freak. Chandler with the block. Booker dishes to Knight. Teletovic passes to Chandler. Feeds it to Knight. Off target from three-point range. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
You know, we got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. We started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Some cheer.
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K,
we go 0-2.
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. And for Houston, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be.
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA's celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. For the season series between these two teams, the Jazz came away empty-handed in the last matchup against the Rockets.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Hood out there with Trey Burke, and it's Gobert in its center. Passes it to Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Freak kicks to Howard. Pass to Harden. Takes it from 10, and that one's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against Phoenix.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Got that one up quick.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
Utah with the ball, following the miss by Freak. Here's Gobert, and Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Hayward can hit.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And good on the basket. Book it. Freak's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Hayward. 20 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Freak kicks to Howard. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Hood, the pass to Favors. Here's Burke. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Rockets leading by 7. And here's Freak. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Hayward outside. Here's the 3. And Utah, another 3.
For 3.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Freak with it. He has 5. He dishes it to Beasley. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Then it's Sheldon Mack. Then there's Favors, and it's Ingles in at the 4 slot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 30 points and also dominated with his excellent defensive rebounding. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Now here's Favors. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Utah trailing here. And Mack kicks to Hayward. There's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Utah.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And that one's good. Freak.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. And Mack kicks to Burks. He feeds it to Hayward. Dishes it to Mack. That's short off the rim. Rockets leading by 4. And the jam by Harden.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Poked away, and Mack kicks to Favors. And a wide open look for Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And now it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
Coach needs to do something to get his team back on D to put an end to these fast break points.
I mean, they are getting run out of the gym. That's 4 straight baskets now in transition.
Now that sounds good. Hit. Shooting 1.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Freak kicks to Booker. Here is Caspi. Burks covering. Dillon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. The pass to Favors. 1 second left. Shot's good. Favors got 7 points for the quarter. And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets lead by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, James, an impressive first half for you. What allowed you to come out so strong?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and get a little spark to my teammates.
And they followed along. So, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
You're not a bad guy to follow, James. Thank you so much. Over to you guys.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Dillon in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. For Utah, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Houston with it. They've led by as much as 10. He tries for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11. Jazz trail by 8. The feed to Hayward. Favors with a screen on Ariza. Hayward.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Houston leading by 4. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Beasley the screen. Now Freak. 16 points for him. Ariza no luck. Here's Burke. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Now, here's Burke. Following the miss by Trevor Ariza. There's the dish to Hood. He kicks to Burke to tie, and that's good for 2. Burke's got the game tied up here for the Jazz. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Dillon. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. Freak is second.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that wall.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, the great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following the score by Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Hood can't get it to go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
It's Harden with the drive. Burke grabs the miss.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Now here's Freak. Burke covering.
Move the ball.
Out to the right wing. Beasley the screen. Feeds it to Freak. Fires for three. Rebound, Utah. Here's Ingles. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Hood can't get it to go. Houston in the lead. Freak dishes to Howard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Rockets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and it's Caspian for Jared Bayless. Inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Booker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Freak. 20 points for him. Pass to Capella. Freak kicks to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Passes it to Dillon. From beyond the arc, on his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Trailing by 4. Favors can't get it to go.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
No good from Booker.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Favors with a screen on Harden. Off the screen, and Capella sends it back. Now Casper. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space. Getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Freak. 25 points in the game. Harden outside. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Capella. Utah with the rebound. Favors has got his 4th rebound in this one. Nato. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
And he makes both free throws. The Rockets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Kicks to Booker. Ariza has the open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Houston on top, up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Here's Freak. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, down low it's Hayward and Favors. Trey Burke is out there with Hood, and it's Burks in at the 3 spot.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Here's Burke. And it's off from 3-point range.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Favors with the screen. Off the screen. Burke can't get it to go.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammates there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good for the Rockets. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Capella, and it's Harden in for E'Twaun Moore. And Utah with a change here, too. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Alec Burks. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 9 points for Gordon Hayward. Rockets leading by 11. Now here's Freak. Tries from 10. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Gobert. Puts up a 3. No good. And it's Houston the other way.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Rockets leading by 11. Here's Dillon. The shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that one's good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Freak. Burke covering. Harden outside. Beasley sets a screen for Harden. He dishes it to Howard. The second chance effort. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg. What a performance from Harden here. He's got 14 points and 6 assists.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
Here's Freak. Harden left side. To the inside. Here's Dillon. Gobert with the block. They get it back. They get it back.
And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ and feel is off the charts.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Hayward outside. He feeds it to Burke.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And here's Harden. Shot from the top of the key, and he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 12.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Burke kicks to Hood. The offensive rebound. Favors. Goes back up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. No good on the free throw.
Favors having a good one. He has 9 points and 2 blocks. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long. Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Freak kicks to Beasley. Dishes it to Freak. From deep three-point range, Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 11. Hood, the pass to Hayward. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. A shot by Harden, wide open. Burke grabs the miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Hayward kicks to Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's now 10 points for Rudy Gobert.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Gobert with the block. Howard, that's good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And here's Utah. 11-point game. Hayward outside. Now the pass to Burke. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Harden dishes to Freak. Shot on the wing. No good off the front iron.
I think he's got to find another way to contribute, Kevin, besides looking to shoot the ball. I mean, he just can't get anything to bounce his way this quarter, so he's got to do other things.
And that one is hammered home.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
So we see Houston taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Good win.
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win. It was a team effort, aided by this electric home crowd atmosphere. What made the difference?
We just trying to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. That was amazing tonight. You know, it was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, you know, we got a good victory at home.
Communication's so key. James, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
You got to love the contribution from deep. He hit 4 threes. I think that his threat on the perimeter also contributed in terms of their ball movement, using the options and going inside.
It's all about the production. I mean, nothing really fazed this guy tonight. He was the primary option. They needed a bucket. He delivered. He didn't have any problem scoring. They never really had a way to slow him down. Come on.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information, but I've got a great relationship with the coaching staff here. A lot of respect for Coach, too. Anything else you think you're hearing is 100% false.
What does it mean to you to have clinched a playoff spot?
Easy question. All right, I'll tell you what it means. It means we're well on our way to winning that title, baby. And this is one check mark on that long road. But knowing that we're just a little bit closer, it's a good feeling, man. A good feeling. Woo!
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Houston Rockets. For the Rockets, they come in off a win in their last game against the Jazz at Energy Solutions Arena. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset, riding high right now. On the topic of the playoffs and the length of them, they call it the second season, Shaq. What do you look for in a playoff team as an indicator of their ability to succeed?
Well, we all live by this old old adage, whatever it is. Defense wins championships. Defense is big. What I like about the playoffs, Ernie, physicality. You can't hesitate to give a foul, prevent easy buckets, a.k.a. you got to touch them up.
Got to touch them up, but experience, to me, is probably the biggest thing. Because there's no way to understand playoff basketball until you're there. And so teams that shoot a lot of free throws also has a big advantage because guys get to the line. They know they could slow the game down when things are getting bogged down offensively.
That's what my old buddy Dick Versace used to say.
What?
You know what he used to say about free throw shooting? He called it the NBA's hidden way to score. You forget about free throw shooting a lot, don't you? The NBA's hidden way.
It's hidden?
It's hidden.
I would agree with that, Dick.
Yeah, the NBA's hidden way to score. That's just dropping a little Dick Versace knowledge on you. Let's go courtside.
The crowd has assembled here at the Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah to cheer on the Jazz. The Houston Rockets coming to this one after a win against the Jazz.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Beasley, and it's Dillon in at the point guard position. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Beasley outside. Shoots from the high post. Misses off the right iron. Houston on D. Burke with it. Hood kicks to Favors. Here's Hayward. Excellent D there from Beasley. Top of the key, Ariza. He feeds it to Freak. Off target from outside. We're about 1 minute into the first. Now here's Burke. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston. And here we go. Fast break. Look at that.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Burke, following the score by Houston. Dishes it to Gobert. Pass to Favors. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Beasley. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And he gets the bucket. And the Jazz with possession here. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Now here's Beasley. And some nice passing there by Houston. And that one's good. Freak.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now here's Burke, defended by Dillon. Here's Hood. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Harden. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Passes it to Burke. Favors sets the pick for Burke. And it's sent back by Howard. Freak gets to Ariza. It's stolen by Gobert. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Burke. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Burke's got his first basket of the night. Houston leading by 4. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it is going to take a 5-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Dillon. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Freak's got 9.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Shoots from the high post, and too long on the shot.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
It's stolen by Gobert. Up top, Burke, covered by Dillon. Hayward passes to Hood. Uncovered. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way. Beasley dishes to Ariza. And a wide open look for Freak. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now Utah, fast break. Hood can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Ariza no luck.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And that one's good. Burke. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Freak, third.
Well, it's not just that he's getting the baskets, but he's been doing a great job of getting open for a shot. So it's a combination of making shots, but before that, getting himself open to take the shots.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Trevor Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Caspi, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Jared Bayless subbed in for James Harden. So it's the Jazz now, following the score by Houston. Over to the left wing. Here's Burks. A three-pointer, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And it's Freak missing. Jazz trail by 7. And now running it up the court. Matt pushing it up. Nato. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 74%, you know, so-so.
Exciting to change it up. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Dillon in at the point. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Ariza. Howard kicks to Freak and stolen by Burke. Hayward with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Ball's knocked loose. Feeds to Beasley. Finished off the break. And the Rockets lead by 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
5 on the clock. Favors, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And it's Freak missing. The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Dillon. Doubled by Dillon. Jazz passing it around. Burke can't get it to go. The Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He finished with 33 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Ingles kicks to Hayward. Hayward missing again. The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Now here's Burke, guarded by Harden. Hayward kicks to Ingles. Unloads from 13. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Beasley. Hayward against Ariza. The dish to Freak. To the wing on the left. Howard, the pass to Harden. He used that pick just right. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Burke dishes to Hood. The Jazz again can't hit it. Houston leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. From 10 feet out, and Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Burke. And that's now 6 points for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Freak. Burke covering. Howard kicks to Beasley. 11 feet away. Here's Dillon. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Caspian, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Jared Bayless subbed in for James Harden. Here's Mack. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And the first half.
Well, James, throughout the first.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. At the offensive end of the floor, it's been a very intelligent display. We're hitting our shots because we're only taking smart shots, and that's the way we want to do it. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You've set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Freak. He has 17 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Rockets leading by 3. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Burke is out there with Hood, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And that one's good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Dillon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Houston moving it around. No good with the triple. Jazz trail by 4. Burke, the pass to Hood. Hayward on the wing. Rockets with the rebound. Last time they met in Houston.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Harden right side. To the middle. Here's Hood. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Burke kicks to Hood. Favors with the screen. Hood can't get it to go.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half. He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Rockets, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Morris checked in for the Rockets. Here's Hood. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hood's got 6.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And Favors kicks to Burke. And there's the pass to Gobert. Favors with a screen on Harden. The feed to Favors. And it's sent back by Howard. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Hood. He's got 6. He dishes it to Ingles. Connects on the foul line jumper. He has 7.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Here's Dillon. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Over to the wing. Trying his luck deep, and he gets it to go. Freak's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Favors with the screen. To the paint. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Utah shooting the ball at 42%. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Dillon, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Harden. Howard is out there with Beasley. And it's Capella in at the 4-man position. Gobert, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. And for Houston, their shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great. They are 63% from the floor in this game. Beasley kicks to Freak. No good. So Utah will take it the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Harden, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, James Harden has simply been getting it done. He's got 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Capella. Here's the screen. Here's Burke. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Houston.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
To the inside. And he stuffs it in on the jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Hayward can't hit. Houston in the lead. Beasley kicks to Harden. Three-pointer, and that one's good.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Burke. Launches a three. Rockets with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden outside. Kicks it to Freak. From deep. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. Burke dishes to Burks. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. Good checked in for Alec Burks. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Burke can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
It's Harden with the drive. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Inside, here's Burke. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Freak passes to Beasley. Harden kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Beasley. Clock at 6. Here's Howard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Burke dishes to Favors. And he gets it to go.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Rockets leading by 5. Harden outside. He kicks to Beasley. Off on the layup. The Jazz have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Hayward outside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the game for Hayward, 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
He hits the second from the line.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Dishes to Beasley. Beasley with a screen on Hayward. And stolen by Hayward. 1:46 left in the game. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Utah's head coach address his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Pass to Burke. Shot off the screen, and it's blocked. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Up off the screen. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Dillon. No good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Burke. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes.
Here's Dillon, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Passes to Burke. Favors with the screen. Burke with it. Out-defended by Freak. Burke, the pass to Favors. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Ariza. And an intentional foul right there. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dillon. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Goes up off the inbound. Here's Favors. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Burke kicks to Gobert. Pass to Burke. Hayward outside. Jacks up a 3. For the 3. Trifecta!
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line. And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, James, it's certainly...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Something lit a fire under him tonight. He was getting after it. Every chance he got, he went to the bucket, and I mean hard. You gotta love to see a player with that kind of killer instinct.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.